What's going on, everybody? I'm Stubbs, that's Damien, and this is RH Daily. Okay, in today's number one thing, we have Vita emulation working on the AYANEO Air. Here we have our buddy Victor Iamini playing some Freedom Wars on Vita 3K on his AYANEO Air Pro. This is ridiculous. Damien, did you know that Vita emulation was this far along?
Honestly, no, and I'm divided. I'm split here, Stubbs, because
Okay.
I'm happy that we're emulating the Vita, but the only reason to own my Vita is now going away.
Right. There is now a Vulkan API that just got implemented on this with a bunch of improvements. I never thought we would see Vita emulation even this decade. I need to get an AYANEO Air. Wait, I have one on the way. It needs to get here faster. Arthur. Today we have the OHWOW. Beyond the odd choice of having a joystick up top for what it's aiming for, and it looks like an analog pocket. If this can come to market, it looks like a solid idea. I know there's a guy in the US, Corey, who's hyping this thing a lot lately. He's investing quite a bit into the project. They've gone through a number of chips over the last month or so. I think now they've settled on an Intel Celeron chip. Supposedly, there's going to be an OHWOW and an OHWOW Pro, the Pro being an OLED screen with 8 gigs of RAM. The previous chip being that $33.99, which I'm glad that they got rid of, because that would have been an incredibly inefficient chip power-wise with a very short battery life. So good job OHWOW team switching that up. Those joysticks are a little too low profile. I don't know realistically how comfortable those are going to play at that angle, and the D-pad's a little too short and not quite tall enough, I think, to be enjoyable. It reminds me of the X18S D-pad,
Right.
where it's just there's not enough membrane.
Profile.
There's no travel. So I really hope that that's just a render thing and they figure that out. But I know the OHWOW team is hard at work trying to get something together for everybody, and we wish them all the best. So OHWOW, keep it coming. Here's something neat. Remember TrimUI? Remember that
I do
handheld?
remember TrimUI, not PowKitty.
Not the PowKitty UI. A66, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
I think there's one down here. Oh, it does look good in red, though. But they have a new one coming out called the TrimUI Smart. And this one actually has Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. And Cheeto Steve, if you're out there, look, buddy, here's your Bluetooth.
Got your Bluetooth.
And you can do net play. And that's kind of cool. I would have written this off as another TrimUI reshelled in plastic in an uglier form. But no, this actually has Wi-Fi, and therefore I'm intrigued.
So here's the opinion from someone who has a strong opinion about everything, is if a company decides not to go with a 3.5mm headphone jack. I understand we're dealing with a very small device. So, I mean, those do take space. I mean, it's an old technology. Sure. They do take space. There's a lot of jack that has to go in there. So, I mean, it does take up a lot of space. Because I'm a big headphone user. They've added Bluetooth.
Okay.
So at least we have the option now, right?
You know, it's tiny and slim, 2.4-inch screen. Apparently you get 3.5 hours of playtime on that.
They're great looking, though. You know, the pre-orders are open. If you pre-order it, instead of being $100, it's $76,
yeah.
Being shipped out before the 30th of September. They're talking about a TrimUI store, like an app store in there. I have no idea what that's about. I'm interested
OTA
to see
updating?
what happens.
Yeah, me too, man. Yep. Me too. Good times. Man, there's a lot of handhelds coming out this year.
Yeah, good range. Not just all high-end Windows.
All sorts of kinds. All right, here's some more modern stuff now. Xbox is announcing a cheaper Elite 2 core controller. And when they say cheaper, what do they mean? Apparently, they're retailing at $130.
Yep, it's about $50 less, I think, than the
that.
The normal Elite 2.
And a complete component pack is available for $59.99 when core purchasers are ready to complete their loadout. Or existing Elite 2 owners just need some spare parts. So that's pretty cool. All right, here's some more new stuff. AMD is launching a Zen 4. Apparently they've shrunk again to an unbelievable 5 nanometers with improvements to both clock speed peaks and IPC, which boasts a nearly 30% single core uplift over previous gen chips. Now AMD is apparently claiming as much as 45% uplift in multi-core. Again, coming to market at the end of the month here, supporting DDR5, supporting PCIe 5, AMD seeks to keep pricing competitive with a low end of $299 for their 7600X model, which is a designation normally for their mid-range product, meaning lower-end budget 7000 CPUs are likely to follow.
Right.
Or aim for the stars with the $700 7950X if you really just want to hammer it home with those crazy 120 hertz Call of Duty games, whatever the kids are doing these days. What do you think about this, Damien? What is this?
Well, it's, our next generation of Ryzen chips. There's a lot of competition against Intel right now.
And all I care about, how are these going to perform in the next generation of Windows handhelds? I want to get battery life the best we can, efficiency the best we can. So if that's what's coming here, hell yeah, count me in. Zen 3, get out of here. Zen 4 is coming to dinner. Vampire Survivors. I've never played it. However, I'm going to now because apparently it is the #1 game played on the Steam Deck in the month of August. It's a bullet hell roguelike indie game that's still in early access. It's even available on Game Pass now. It really seems like a game worth checking out. And so knowing it's on Game Pass, I have literally no choice but to try this out. It's like Zombies Ate My Neighbors on acid. Look at all those little dopamine hits just hitting you. I kind of like these bullet hell games. This is like Serious Sam mixed with GTA for the PS1. In today's daily deals, we have 2K Mega Hits just hit for Humble Bundle. This is a truly awesome deal. $16 is all you have to pay to get not only Borderlands 3, BioShock Collection, Mafia Definitive Edition, all the Railroad Tycoons you could ever want, Duke Nukem Forever,
Duke Nukem Forever collection, yep.
That old gem, Battlegrounds, 2K, blah, 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 Hidden and Dangerous, Army Men RTS. Jeez.
You're going to just blah, blah, blah past the Golf Club 2019 featuring PGA Tour.
Are you a golfer, sir?
No.
I don't know. Oh, me neither. I don't know nothing about no golf. You hit the ball. I play mini golf, all right? That's the game that I don't excel at, but I have played competently.
But as far as value goes, you're getting a lot out of this. It's not just a couple like solid names here. It's full collections of solid names. So $16, I mean, this will set you for months.
I'm going to pick this up in a few minutes here. You have 13 days to pick this up. Play more golf, people. Just play golf. In today's fun segment, Damien, imagine with me, if you would.
I'm here.
We're back in the year 1996. You've been brought to Toys R Us. You've saved up all of your hard-earned money, mowing lawns, what have you, and you have enough money to buy one console. And you see these dazzling ads for N64 and PS1. Which would you pick?
Nintendo 64.
Why?
Does that PlayStation bundle come with dual analogs?
Well, no.
Nintendo 64, just at that age when I was in 96, you've got Mario Kart 64, you've got Doom 64 in there. I mean, you sit down with your friends, that's a summer right there.
You are wrong, because the correct choice, and what I would pick, is PS1. Dude, because PS1, those launch titles, Twisted Metal, Die Hard Trilogy, dude, the one-liners from Bruce Willis and Die Hard Trilogy just light me up to this day. They have Twisted Metal 2 here, which did come out in 96, which is the best Twisted Metal game of all time.
I played through it with every character to see all those endings, because back then we didn't have internet in our house.
No.
It's not much, so there was no go look up all the ending screens. You had to finish with every character.
The PlayStation to me in 96 just blew my mind. Now, my neighbor had an N64, and I thought that was really cool, but my mind wasn't blown until 97 when I saw GoldenEye. That's what brought me into the N64. But for 96, for me,
I don't know. I'm still leaning N64.
Okay.
It feels like I'd get more time out of it.
Thank you, Mr. Toon at ToonStyle1981 for posting this. Let us know in the comments below. Would you pick the PS1 or the N64 if you had enough money for one in 96? Damien, any other thoughts today, sir?
No, I'm just exciting to see where all these new handhelds are going. Like we mentioned earlier, there's so many options. There's so many different types of handhelds that we're about to see. Being the core of what we do here, and it's just we're right on the edge for everything. We
really are. Just like we're on the edge of spilling our coffee in our water because we got coasters. Oh God. I agree with you. I'm looking forward to the horizon. This year is so crazy and exciting for handhelds. It's almost overwhelming. I am almost just purely overwhelmed. With excitement. Wallets. And unfortunately, our poor wallets. Oh, I'm sure my mailman is like, what the hell is that guy doing in there? He brings all these packages from China that look like they're stuffed full of drugs every day.
Yeah, right.
Give me my toys now. And that'll wrap things up for us today, everybody. Please like, comment, subscribe for your daily drop of retro news. This has been Stubbs.
This is Damien.
And this has been RH Daily. We'll see everybody tomorrow.